here. And we have a segment that is really near and dear to my heart because it gives people just a time, it's a time to acknowledge the hard work that everybody has put into building their business. It's recognition time, okay? So, yes. Now, we have, recognition is important because you do work so hard. And you need to have the accolade that is warranted, okay? In our business, we have, beyond the entry-level director position, we have 3 increasingly lucrative leadership levels. And it starts with our managing directors levels. We can get that up there. Managing directors. As you heard from the previous presentation, there have been some added levels, which we're really excited about. But for now, we have our managing directors, and for those of you in the room who have accomplished to that level, please stand up and be recognized. That group of folks are probably the hardest group of folks in the stream business. Okay, so when those folks do a little bit more, they promote to the next leadership position, which is our senior director position. And I want to see our senior directors. Please stand up. And
stand up, guys. Look around.
If you look at our senior directors, you'll notice that they have bigger and brighter smiles. Okay? And then there is our highest level, our highest leadership position, and that is the executive director position. So for our executive directors in the house, please take a stand. Ennis, Amy Nadell, okay.
Wahid Hassani.
See him out there?
Where's Wahid?
Okay, Wahid. Okay.
James.
James
Mr.
Levins
James
is
Levins.
in the house.
Yeah.
It really is great to see so many of you here today. It's like a reunion, isn't it? Just to see everybody back again. Okay, so I am just so honored to be able to announce 2 new executive directors to the group. Exactly. These guys are from the Northeast. They are the epitome of true leaders, great servants to their team and to the whole Stream family. You will hear them out at the Westchester meeting. They are successful in so many ways. And but the first new executive director that I am just so honored to be able to introduce to you is a gentleman who is just, everything he touches turns to gold. Prior to Ignite and Stream, he worked in corporate and he was very successful. He became an entrepreneur and was very successful in his ventures there. He's a Little League coach and very successful within his community. He has really moved up the ranks in Stream Energy relatively quickly, building a huge team and being recognized for his leadership skills. He was awarded the Power of Leadership at our last annual Ignite Ignition convention down in Dallas, Texas. He was also awarded the Top Gunner Award for collecting the largest group of commercial accounts. So this guy has a lot on the ball, and he knows what it means to work hard and to be successful. So please give a warm welcome to our newest executive director, Brian Dilsheimer. to Chuck Carter, who is his personal sponsor. And he's going to share a couple words with you about Brian Dilsheimer.
Thank you. Brian and I have known each other for quite a long time, and I'm very honored to be here today to congratulate him for this wonderful award of becoming an executive director. I also extend congratulations from my sponsor, Bill Aiken, and the three of us are very dear friends. Last night I was watching the Duke basketball game, and it reminded me that Brian and I began this journey together about 30 years ago when he was at Duke. My oldest daughter and my son-in-law were friends of his at Duke. We got to know each other, and over the ensuing 30 years, we've become very close friends. And I'm so proud of this young man here. I told him earlier today that I have 2 daughters and a son, but he's like my second son. It's a wonderful accomplishment for Brian to have accomplished getting to an executive director as fast as he has. But more so, the character and integrity of the man here is something we should all be proud of. Brian, congratulations. I love you.
That's like the first time in like 17 years that I've been called young man. Probably the last time, so I'm going to relish that. I was sitting here as Chuck was talking, and I said, I hope he doesn't get into any of those stories from the college, because he probably has some good dirt on me then.
He on me.
Exactly. Peace through strength, I guess. But this is amazing. This company kind of took me by storm. You know, it's really been life-changing for me. And I remember, I have a hard time remembering what I had for breakfast. Or like Monday afternoon, somebody says, what'd you do this weekend? And I kind of look at them like, I think it was pretty good. But how many people in here remember where they had lunch on February 28th of 2011? Because I do. Chuck called me and he said, oh, we got to have lunch. And I said, great. And I had a chicken Caesar salad, and he told me about this new venture he was getting into called Stream. And he kind of took me through it. He did it all the wrong way. He didn't have any, rules. He was writing it down on a piece of paper. He had been in the business like for 35 minutes before he called me. So we sat down, and I just looked at Chuck, and I like 2 things about it. One, I like the fact that he was involved because he's been incredibly successful in the business. In fact, he was such a successful business person that he got me involved, he got a couple other people involved, and then he got suckered back into run another company. So that's one of the things I love about this business is the fact that he had to put this thing down, and yet hopefully we're going to keep helping those checks grow. And I think now with what he's seeing today, he might have to get back involved a little bit more seriously. But the second thing I liked about it was I didn't have to go sell something. Everybody I know uses electricity and natural gas, and everybody. I was with somebody yesterday, they showed me they had 3 cell phones. I mean, who needs 3 cell phones? I only have 2 ears and 1 mouth. But everybody uses cellular. The opportunity that we have at our fingertips right now is truly incredible. But for me, what this business has meant, because I'm like everybody else. I saw this and I said, wow, I think I can make some extra money. That's pretty cool. I don't have to sell anything. I like it. Let's give it a shot. But the reason that I fell in love with this business is because of the friendships, the relationships, the personal development and growth, and really the fact that success in this company is not based on what you do, it's by helping other people. I've never been around a more collaborative environment. I was moving towards executive director. Mike Foti would call me and say, hey, how close are you? What can I do to help? I'm not on his team. That's the amazing thing about this business and this company. Everybody works together. And to move up the ranks, you have to learn how to move and evolve from being a manager to being a leader. I look at the 5 people that helped me promote. 2 of them are here today, Carl Taggart, Scott Reel. The others are in, the other one, I've got one in Pittsburgh and I've got one in Dallas. And then I've got my 5th senior director who's sitting in Minneapolis. He doesn't know anybody in our 6 states, and he worked himself to senior director. You think he's excited about what's coming? Yeah. But each each of those 5 people had very different goals and objectives and time availability. And so you have to learn how to help other people realize their dreams in order for you to help. It's kind of like Zig Ziglar says, right? You help enough people get what they want, you can have anything you want. But as I look at us here today, we all have such an opportunity for what's coming. I'm not even feeling the energy in this room like it should be today. Guys, this is where we're going to change lives with what's being announced today. So everybody should be excited. I know that as cellular comes down the pike, it's going to be a chance to get people from around the country into this thing and truly change lives. And with that, we can all explode our businesses by helping others. So it's so great to be part of this organization. It's been an honor. It's been an amazing journey. And the cool thing is, you know, it's not the finish line, it's just the starting line. So I'm looking forward to continuing to grow. And thank you guys, everybody, for your friendship. And let's keep going.
Well, I have the distinct pleasure of introducing our next executive director. And I call him the Rain Walker, because he keeps walking in the rain. He, like anybody else, has his struggles in life, in the business, ups and downs, and he shares them with me. But every time he shares with me, he just doesn't stop. He keeps walking in the rain. That's how you get the executive director. You'll have your bumps, you'll have your obstacles, you just keep walking. Guys, I've grown to know and love this guy in every way. He's a great father, great husband. He really loves his new dog, by the way. Give it up for executive director, Mr. Ed Ennis Jr.